Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract. Lazy Workers Dartmoor, set in Dartmoor, and supplied to us today by Paul Anderson 37. So moving on to our briefing, these 5 are getting paid for doing nothing. Let's make some vacancies. So moving on to our targets, and we do have 5 of them, along with 6 objectives. Luckily, they're not too much of an issue. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the mansion staff. We're going to have some lethal poison stored up in the library, and we'll be bringing with us a remote micro taser, a lethal syringe, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to retrieve our poison, make our way out onto the entrance hall balcony, and our first target is right here in front of us. We're just going to quickly tip him over the balcony for our first elimination of the day, and then we're going to make our way up the drain pipe on the outer balcony area to Alexa's bedroom. In here are 2 housekeeping staff members, both of which are enforcers, and one of which is our poison injection target. So we're just going to wait for the gentleman on the left to move away, and then give a nice wide berth to our target, and then inject her with the poison. Unfortunately, she takes such a long time being dramatic that we can't stick around any longer. We have to move away, as the gentleman on the other side of the room has now turned around again. So we're going to make our way now down to the ground floor, and we're going to have to be somewhat careful about it, as the enforcer guard on the balcony down here has found our first target's weapon and is taking it away. So we're just going to follow him a discreet distance until we can make our way into the corridor next to the library. We're going to grab the newspaper from the packing case there, make our way into the bathroom. We have distracted our target away from her flirting, so she's going to make her way down in this direction, and we're going to overflow the sink, drop our taser on the floor by the sink, and open the bathroom door, throw our newspaper against the wall. That will attract the young lady's attention, and when she comes in to investigate, she will then be doubly distracted by the overflowing sink, and when she goes over to turn the sink off, we can then trigger the taser, and making her a very, very warm but brief woman. So 3 targets down already, and our final 2 targets are both on the ground floor. But as you can see, the enforcer from the balcony area is returning, so we're just going to close the library doors so he doesn't spot us, as those are the stairs that we wish to be descending. So once he's gone past, we can then make our way down to the ground floor, and we're going to make our way straight into the lounge, and we're going to add our lethal poison to the hors d'oeuvres on the breakfast table here. There we go. Before moving on to the kitchens and our next target, who is currently mopping the floor in there. Now he is an accident explosion elimination, and it just so happens that in the kitchen we have access to a number of propane cylinders.
What is it?
In this instance, I only use the one. Really, usually, if I have more available, I will use them if I can. So we're going to make our way out into the corridor, select our silenced pistol, line up our shot with the propane cylinder, and eventually the housekeeping staff member will make his way over to his drink, and at that point we are going to eliminate him with the propane cylinder. So at this point, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, but obviously for the purposes of the video, we are going to stick around for the final elimination, which will be Mr. Whitmer, and eventually, it takes several minutes, he will make his way into the dining room or the lounge, and he will eventually approach the breakfast table, sample the hors d'oeuvres, and find them not to his liking. Maybe you should have checked your allergies beforehand. So with our final target now eliminated, we can make good our escape, and the only available exit to us is the bridge exit. So we're going to make our way out of the building, down off of the patioed area, and across the bridge. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of, and we'll get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We met all of our objectives along the way, and that will gain us a Silent Assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.